This is the video for the trail option and the real-time option for the vector game. I'm going to click on trail in the red stripe. Here it shows you the first 9 instructions being executed. The first one is always the 0 instruction of the main program, which it refers to as P0. Subprogram 1 would be P1. That line was the one that said branch if equal the task to 0 to AA. But it didn't go to AA. Instead, it fell through to the next instruction, which is the one about absolute value. But then it has one that says branch if equal the game number to the was game number, go to AC. Well, it did go to AC because they must have been equal. But that means it went from instruction 2 to instruction 8. After that, it went to a routine that has to do with the YouTube videos. And I'm just going to skip that. It's at 9. I want to see it come back to 10. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to advance 9 instructions. 9 more instructions. Now I see it got to 10. Did a return here and it returned to 10. There it says something else about YouTube. We're going to skip that. But instruction 11 is a call. Subprogram 1, tab 4. And here we see a very next line is subprogram 1, and it's the line that says tab 4. And here we see it setting up some things, but let's just advance and see what it's doing. I'm going to watch to see when it wants to go home. I added 9. It's doing that blue box. I added 9. It put text in it. I'm just watching to see it go home from this routine. Now it went home. Here it went home, and as soon as it went home to the main program, it went at instruction 12. It says now go to subprogram 1, tab 2. Well, we see the very next line, subprogram 1, tab 2. Well, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to let it do its thing. I'm going to advance 9 at a time until I see it go home from that routine. Well, let's see how I do. We see what it's doing in this routine. I keep watching for it to go home. It went home. Well, we saw what it did. It drew the black circle and the red triangle. Then it went home. Now it's back in the main program, but at instruction 13. Then it calls subprogram 1, tab 1, show the players things. Well, here it is, subprogram 1, tab 1. Well, I'm going to advance 9 at a time again. I'm going to keep watching for it going home. It's not going home. I keep doing 9. Wow. I should have gone 90. I could go 90 at a time. Maybe I should have. Must be going around in the circle. Wow. I think I should go 90 at a time. I'm going to go 90 of them. 90 of them. 90. Finally, it's got someplace. Well, I'll go over here and see where we are. We're in subprogram 1, but instructions 186 and so forth. And I see it's drawing this, so I think it's in another subroutine. I'm going to keep advancing 9. Yep. Now it's making where you get to select your parameters. Yep. Well, I can still watch for it to go home. There it went home. Here you see subprogram 1, instruction 198. It went home. I'll advance 9 more. Now we're in the main program, and that's where it put game number on the screen here. See, game number, and asked for the number. Oh, and then it exited. Well, that's the end. That's the end of a cycle. Once it hits exit, that's the end of a cycle. So now, what can we use trail for? Let me show you. Let's say we wanted to change the color of this box. Well, we don't know where that is and what program it is, but we're going to find out. First, I have to turn the trail off so things start running again. Then I'm going to go back to the trail. I'm going to advance 9 at a time until it finds where that is. Oh, well, we found it already. That's nice. Well, so what I can do now is that it found it. I can click on one of these lines here. That must be near where it made that. Here, this one says rectangle fill. I'm going to click on that, turn the trail off, and go to the program. It's going to know where I clicked on that line. There it goes. It goes right to that line, rectangle fill. Well, that's not what I want to change, but where it made the color before that. So I'm going to bring that line down, and here is where it set the color. I'm going to click on that line, and I'm going to change it to 499. That'll be a brighter color. I'm going to put a lot more green in it. Do an E, replace that line, execute it. Now, look how much brighter that box is. We went and changed it. We found out where the box was colored in by going on the trail, and then clicking on the line, and then going to program. But there's another way we could have changed it. We don't know where it is, so we go on the trail. We advance 9 at a time, and there we are at the box. We do the same thing, but this time I'm going to show you that I could go backwards on the trail. I could go back 9 instructions, and click just on that line where the color is. See, color 499? Click right on there. And now instead of going to the program, I'm going to go off the trail, and I'm going to go to RT, which stands for real time. Real time knew where I clicked, so it went right to the place where I clicked, and there it is, 499. Says if I want to change it, change it. Well, I'm going to change it back to 449. Now you see when I change it back to that color, it really changed. And I want you to know that when you change things in real time, the program is actually being changed. You go to that instruction line in this program, it is now back to being 449 instead of what we had changed it to 499. So real time can be used in conjunction with trail to find a particular place in the program. But there's another nice thing about real time. I'm going to turn it off here. I'm going to go to the program, and I'm going to go to another place, not far away, but where the XY values are for where the blue box is. And I'm going to yellow highlight the one that tells you the value of X. I'm going to then go to execute the program, and I'm going to click on real time. Real time will know the last highlighted yellow line, and it was that line that said the value of X. So if I click on that, that's where it's going to take me, to that line. I didn't have to use the trail to find out how to use RT. While I'm programming, I can say, oh, I need to position that blue box, so I'm going to click and highlight this one yellow, and I'm going to go there and select different values. For instance, now I'm at the X, I could change that to 120. Well, that moved it to the right. I'll change it back again. I liked it over there. Or I could say here, it says how wide is the box. It says 240. I'll click that, I'll change it to 340. Well, it doesn't have to be that wide, does it? So I'll let that go back to 2. So we know we also, while programming, can go to real time and tweak our program to put this box exactly where we want it, and change the colors, and over here we got to change the font. It's very nice while programming to tweak things. Alright, that's the end of the video for the trail option and real-time option for the vector game.